Hello everyone, the name is Dark and we are playing some Ark Mobile. I'm sure you've had to deal with those lava traps in the dungeons before, and today I'm going to show you how to perfect the lava traps every time. Let's do it. So now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go figure out exactly how far of a distance this lava jump is, because with this double jump we want to make sure that we can actually quantify it so we can practice this without risking dying in the dungeon. So what I've done is I've gone into my single player and I've brought along a ceiling and a hatch frame and a foundation, which is the same distance as the ceiling anyways, but that way I can take some measurements. And the goal is I want to be able to rebuild this essentially on the normal island somewhere near my base, and that way I can actually practice using pillars and ceilings. So while we're looking at this, it looks like, from a first initial estimate, that it looks like it's probably going to be about 3 ceilings long, because this hatch frame is 2. So let's pull out the ceiling now and see if I can look at it. It's kind of hard to tell because it doesn't snap to anything, so I'm not able to actually really get a good, clear image of it because I can't move it forward. Let's try, yeah, that's the same as the ceiling. It doesn't really move forward or backwards. I wonder if the photo mode will do this. Let's see. Yes, it will actually. That's perfect. Now I can actually get a good angle at this, and that's not a good initial placement, but it's looking like it's going to be 3 ceilings. Because if that moves forward a bit, that's probably about 3. Let's try and get a ceiling out. Let's go back to photo mode. And yeah, that looks like about 3 to me. If I were to rebuild this on the island with 3 ceilings of a distance, that would probably be a good estimate. Let's move a little bit this way though, just to make sure that, because this is usually where you're going to be jumping from, is right around here. Let's see. That looks like it's about 3. Yeah, I think 3 is really the best estimate here because, you know, if anything, it's slightly less than 3. It's not more. So that'll be a good estimate. But let's go to the other side, just make sure it's the same. Alright, and I wonder if I can jump on that. Alright, let's get up the ceiling, and let's put it in a good spot to place it. Right about there. No, right there, I think. Let's look. Yeah, that's about 3 too. Either 3 or slightly less than 3. That looks pretty solid. I think 3 is a good estimate for this. This is actually a really well done room for the trap. I've never really taken a moment to look around just because I'm always trying not to die. But it is pretty cool. Good job to the devs. I wonder if I could get a good picture in here for my thumbnail on this video. That would actually be pretty sweet. Let's get a good picture here. This is gonna be great. Anyways, alright, I'm gonna take this picture and then I will see you guys back at the island. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is find a nice long flat area, and this will do perfect. This will do just right. Alright, so what we need is we need 9 pillars, 3 ceilings, and possibly a ladder. I brought one just in case I'll need it. But the pillars I suggest wood because it's cheaper. The ceilings I suggest thatch. You can use any ceiling, any pillar you want, but those are the cheapest. So we're gonna go ahead and start building this thing, and remember we're gonna want 3 ceilings distance, and when we're placing the pillars we want it separated like that. We don't want to go right next to it because that's not a ceiling apart. If you look right now, we are 1 ceiling apart on those. So let's go and put the first ceiling here, and now let's get the next pillars put down. We're gonna put a pillar here, and we're going to put one here, and that is the 3, so now we need 1 here, and we will put our ceiling on that one, and that has a 3 ceiling distance. Alright, and now we're just going to repeat the process because this is going to be a double jump, not just a single one. And that's the last pillar with the ceiling going there. And now we just got to delete all of these middle pillars because those are not needed. They were simply measurement tools to get the distance on the actual ceilings or the platforms. Alright, so let's just get all these deleted. And let's get this one. And now let's just get the ladder up here so I can actually get up, because it looks like I won't be able to get on top without it. And let's test this thing out. Alright, so let's get a nice distance for running start. Actually, I think the actual lava trap will be a little bit easier than this, just because you get more room on each end for a running start. With this, it's such a small start that it's going to be tough to get going. But let's give this thing a shot. Let's just go a little further back. Let's try this out. Alright, let's go. And yeah, that is definitely a little bit tougher than the actual lava trap, because there's just not as much space. But this will definitely be good practice. Yeah, because if you're able to do this successfully, 9 times out of 10, the lava trap should definitely be no problem. And there, I did it again. That's definitely a little tougher. I'm sure it doesn't look tougher because it's not red hot with lava, but I'll tell you what, if you build this and you test this and you practice, it's definitely more difficult than the actual lava trap. See there, right there, I didn't even get enough of a running start to get enough air there. It's I'm gonna have to do this successfully, because this is definitely doable. Let's back up and let's go. One, and there we go. And actually, I was able to jump right over that last platform, which, if I'm in the lava trap, that's fine, because that just means I'm jumping on land. But on this, it looks like I'm going over the top, but it doesn't even matter, because as long as I can make it past perfect, that's good enough for the lava jump. That'll keep me alive. So let's just keep practicing though. I'll just keep on jumping and just keep going. Alright, and let's do it again, and perfect. Let's go back. And nope. Not enough running start. I'm telling you, the actual lava trap is easier than this. This is good practice. So if you need practice on the lava jump and you don't want to risk dying in the dungeon and losing all your stuff, just build this and practice. And as soon as you really get the hang of it, that lava jump will be no problem. But I will say one thing when you're doing the lava jump: the lag is definitely your worst enemy. When you're coming up to any lava jump in the dungeon, and wall traps for that matter, but when you come up to these traps, if you're already getting lag, or if your phone's low on battery, if you've been playing for a while, just restart the app. Don't even take the chance of that lag potentially showing up right at the wrong moment and killing you. Now, the other thing you do need to be aware of with the lava jump is your movement speed. So from what I've read on Discord, the bare minimum is 150. This character I have is 170. I've done it with 160. But you need to at least have movement speed, over 150, preferably around 160, 170. And now there is another technique to the lava jump, and that involves the aerial symbiote. I've never done it, but let's give it a shot. So I've got the aerial symbiote on now, and from what I've read on Discord, you essentially just run and jump from the first spot where you jump from the first edge, and it just glides you over to the other edge from what I've read. But I don't know what movement speed you actually need. I would assume 170 would be good enough. But let's try this out. And no. I wonder if I didn't get a good enough running head start on that. Alright, so let's get all the way back now so I can get the furthest possible running head start. And let's give this a shot. Yeah, I don't know if I'm missing something here, if my movement speed's not good enough. But let's try jumping to the middle platform this time instead of all the way. But we won't do a running head start. We'll just do kind of a walking. Nope, over jumped it. Let's try this again. Let's see. So we're just gonna come up and hold back. There we go. Got that one. Alright. So you can do it with this and just don't run, just walk and jump forward and then kind of glide yourself to that middle platform. But honestly, if you're good at the double jump, if you can get the hang of that, I think it's really more effective than this anyways, because lag is still going to kill you with this thing if you've got to go to the middle platform. I did see on Discord recently, though, one guy that was doing it with the aerial symbiote had 180 movement speed and was able to do it consistently. And I only have 170, but I don't know how accurate that was, but I can't seem to do it with 170. So let's go back to the double jump. And you see, the double jump works great, and you don't need to put a whole bunch of points into movement speed. And really the only thing that's going to get you anyways is the lag, and that's still going to get you with that symbiote unless you have, I guess, a ton of movement speed, 180 plus, just to jump all the way to the other side without having to risk falling in the lava. Anyways though, hopefully this video was able to help you out with the lava trap and help you feel more confident and be more consistent with completing it in the dungeons in the future. If you've liked what you've seen, please like the video, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications. I am a new YouTuber, so every subscriber counts, every like counts, every comment. It'll all help me out tremendously, so if you can, please do it. I would really appreciate it. But stick around to the end if you'd like to see some actual footage of the lava trap. Otherwise, I will see you next time.